$5,000 by a certain date, you knock it out of the park. You set a goal to get your Mercedes in 6 months, you knock it out of the park. Now, one would be you set a goal, you put it down, you forget about it, you don't do anything. I'm sure none of you have ever been guilty of that before. Some of you are smiling when I say that, others are going. Yes, I'm guilty. Okay. Again, not where we are, it's where we're going. So what we're going to do is we're going to help you to become better at goal setting. Now, if you're a 5, then you're a 5. Score yourself. Quickly, score yourself. Now, for those people who want to get better at goal setting, I'm going to give you 2 or 3 quick ways on how to become better at goal setting. All right, so 1 to 10. Anybody a 5 or a 7 in that area? Lady in blue? Give me your name, I'm sorry. Sharenda? Sharonda. Hi, Sharonda. Everybody say, go, Sharonda. Go, Sharonda, is this gentleman, is this your husband here?
Not yet.
Anthony, if you're not her husband, y'all sitting real close together. All right. What was your number for goal setting? 7. Okay, good. Let's say that Sharonda wants to be an 8 or 9 like Miss Dent and get better. Let's say she does. This is going to be just for her. So y'all, if it's going to lean over to y'all, just let it absorb it. Okay. Number 1, make sure your goals are in writing. Everybody say put it in writing.
Put it in writing.
Now, let me ask you a question. Now, by the way, I don't know if you've heard this book called Think and Grow Rich, but the September 12th event is a Think and Grow Rich symposium, and one of the things that we get, these concepts about putting our goals in writing, come from Think and Grow Rich. Have a clearly written, precise plan of what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. Put it in writing. Second, and by the way, when I landed in Philadelphia, again, I've just been here like 24 to 48 hours, my head's still spinning. One of the first things that I did, and that I do when I come in, I'm only going to be here for a period of time, and I have a written, specific goal of how many people how many lives I'm going to touch while I'm here. It's in writing. Second thing I want you to know is have a time frame or a deadline. So if you want to make $100,000, I'm just using a number. Some of you say, I want to make $1 million. Some of you say, I'm going to want an extra $25,000 a year. Whatever it is for you. But if it's 100,000 over 10 years is different than 100,000 in 90 days. You with me? So whatever your goal is, make sure you have a time frame. And the third thing, because I've just given, this is for Sharonda now, not the rest of you. What are y'all doing writing this down? This is just okay. The third thing about goal setting that Sharonda may want to apply is make sure that you keep your goals in front of you. Now, there's a man by the name of Tommy Hopkins. Now, for those of you who know that, who saw Tony Robbins seen him live before? Okay, a couple of you have. Awesome. Well, how about, okay, so he's like 6'7". He's a big man. He's big guy. I played, and by the way, just to give you an idea how much my life changed from that one-day seminar, check this out. I'm telling you from experience. I found myself about a year and a half, 2 years later, after I came, I was touring with California, and I went to Philadelphia. I won a contest to go to a place called Fiji. Who's been to Fiji? If you never get a chance to go to Fiji, go to Fiji. Tony Robbins is an island there. Folks, I went from zero, metaphorically, to hero, and I found myself in less than a year to 2 years playing basketball with a 7-foot-tall guy who owned the island in Fiji. I'm playing basketball with him. But then as my career, and that was quite an experience, I won a contest. I won a sales contest to go to Fiji, which is cool. Does your company have contests? Yeah. How many people want to win some contests? Okay, good. Are y'all sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, good. How about if you look to your left and your right? Go, I'm sure.
I'm
Let me finish the story. I then found out there was a dude that wrote this book, How to Master the Art of Closing Sales, named Tom Hopkins. Who's heard of Tommy Hopkins? Yeah. Tom Hopkins. By the way, y'all, when I do these meetings around the country, guess who generally raises their hands to almost all the questions about the books and the speakers that they've seen? You think it's the low-income earner or the top income? Which one? It's the top. I know yet, and it take a while to get. I don't have to tell you who's in the back raising their hand going, yep. So this guy named Tom Hopkins, Now, Tom is vertically challenged. He's about this tall. And Tom Hopkins taught me, and I give him credit for this because he made $1 million at a time when the country was supposedly in a recession. I'm sure that term didn't come out in Philadelphia, did it?
Yes, it did.
No, I'm sure that didn't affect people's lives around here. But anyway, and by the way, that is the past. If you got any kind of like tentacle mentally or emotionally to things that happened years ago, my advice to you, my heartfelt prayer is let it go, because this is the past. That check's been cashed. It's done. Today's the present. You have the gift of life today in your body. It's a precious gift. So, Tom Hopkins taught me he does $1 million, when the country was in a recession, he did $1 million. How many people know you do $1 million a year in income? There's probably not a big recession in your house.
That's right.
He taught me to write my goals on my bathroom mirror.
All right now.
Well, that's silly. Now, for those of you that are married, how many are married? How many are single? How many are undecided? That's a joke. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. If you are married, you better have a real supportive spouse. If you're going to be writing your goals all over your mirror, because you might have a spouse that go, honey, do you have to write them all over the place? That's where I look. So watch this. Watch this. Put them in the right-hand column, up in the right-hand corner of the mirror, and every morning, guess where your goals are? Everybody say in front of me.
In front of me.
You're going to check there twice a day. Good-looking group here today. I bet you every one of you checking with a bathroom mirror at least once, if not twice a day.
Yes.
You're going to get an amen on that one.
Amen.
Good. How many people know if somebody here did not believe in personal grooming, we can tell? All right. Are we having any fun here today? Okay. Why don't we go to point number 2? All right. I want you to write down prospecting. Please write that down. I'm only going to spend just a moment or two on prospecting. Now, by the way, in case you're curious, did I mention that we have an event here with Organic Gold October the 4th? Did I mention that? Did I mention September 12th?
Yes.
Okay, good. One of them is out of state. September 12th is in Philadelphia. We're going to talk about how many people know what I mean by fishing in a pond that has no life in it?
Yes.
How many people know what I mean when you're fishing and not catching anything?
Yes.
Some of you have felt that way in your business.
Yes.
Some of you have felt that way in relationships. How many people know what I mean by it? Now, by the way, I'm not picking on anybody who's single here, but if anybody is single, how many have heard of this thing called eHarmony?
Yes.
Match.com.
Yes.
Do you know why people are smart to do that? It's called fishing in a stocked pond. Now, a lot of people are here going, I don't know, I don't believe in that, I don't know about all that. My mom's like, we've been talking about relationships, and of course my mom, never in a bazillion years, think you get, have a boyfriend or, remarry. No. But you know what? And again, every family's different, am I right?
Yes.
Every spouse is different. But I know my dad does not want her to be alone. And she wants companionship. Of course she wants companionship. She's lonely. But her mind can't match that together because all she knows is dad. But I said, Mom, if you really, really, really want to do, there's these things called Christian mingle. There are things out there. And she goes to her church. She goes to her church every single Sunday, Tuesday Bible study. She goes every week, 2-3 times a week. And I just think, Mom, that's the best place for you to be. That's the best place for you to be. And she meets, people there, meets women, hangs around, friendship network. But I said, Mom, if it ever got to that point, I'm not saying it will, but if it ever got to that point, and you wanted to meet somebody, you got to know where the fish are. Because there's men who would like companionship too. Now, a lot of people think, well, what's this guy talking about? Relationship, brokering, love seminar today? No. This is about, everybody say, build my business.
Build my business.
Some of you have been going to the same pond over again. And if it's not there, it doesn't mean it won't be there later, but you keep going back to the same pond. Go to a new pond. And I tell people that are looking to, everybody say, build my business.
Build my business.
I tell people, look, when you go to our class, are you going to be running up and down talking about Organical, putting in brochures or flyers on it? No, that's not the way to build your business. Everybody say relationship building. Relationship building. People that come to our events We are so blessed and honored to hear that you've met people, my dad used to say, meet people on a favorable basis. You know, you meet somebody at the country club playing golf, you meet somebody having lunch, you meet somebody at church, you meet somebody at a spiritual seminar, you meet somebody at a business seminar on how to manage your time better, and then you find out that that person is looking for an additional income stream. That's called meeting people on a favorable basis. Everybody say prospecting. That's called working smart, not hard. Fish in a stocked pond. We will not, a lot of people will come up to me afterwards, some of them go like, how many people are you going to have there? It won't be thousands. It'll be less than 1,000. But I'm just going to predict there'll be 400 to 700 people in this room. How many people are know out of 400 to 700 people, you might not want to sit with you might want to meet some other people that you didn't know. That are in real estate, there are other companies that are going, yeah, I'm looking for other opportunity because I believe in the law of attraction. Let me get the book. It's in here. Think you grow rich. By the way, you are either repelling things or you are attracting them.
Yes.
By investing in yourself, making things better, you attract success. So you would just find that you naturally gravitate towards people. Begin when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Now, I want you to grade yourself in prospecting and marketing your business 1 to 10. Let's do that real quick. And we're going to wrap up real fast. Anybody getting anything out of this today?
Yes.
Give it up for your leader. Come give it up. Score yourself, real quick, score yourself 1 to 10 real fast. If you're a master prospector, you are just unbelievable good at it, you're a 10. If you're a 1, that means you're not, you're not getting new prospects. Okay, good. For the business and for moving product, for both. Okay, good. And I got some 5s, I got some 6s out there. All right, good. Let's go down to number 3. Let's say point 3.
Point 3.
Okay, good. All right, you're still with me. All right, point 3. Now, there's so much. Our program starts in the morning at 9 o'clock, networking at 8:30, by the way. Get there early. And it goes till 5. One of the things we're going to talk about is presentation skills. But don't write that down on number 3. I want you to write down what you need to have with your prospect. Write down rapport. I heard up here before I took the stage today, before I came up here in front of the group, I heard trust. Did y'all hear trust come out of this mouth?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to write down rapport. Now we're going to do a short quiz on building rapport, and then we're going to kind of wrap things up. By the way, how many people here have had some fun and have learned at least 1 or 2 things?
Yeah.
Awesome. So write down rapport on point number 3. All right, here we go. All right, now rapport is going to be nothing more than, watch this. Instead of repelling a person, where the law of attraction is in place, and the person says, wow, I feel like you're similar, or we have a connection. Don't have to be exactly just like me, but I got to feel a connection with you. How many people understand if they don't feel a connection to you, that means they're not attracted to you?
Right.
Some of you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is it possible that there are people in your business that when the family or friends are around them, they go, whoa.
Yes.
And then there are other people that go, wow.
Yes.
This is what we teach how to create this connection. Now, there are 3 tools of communication. Someone, have you done the word body language quiz with your group in training?
No.
If you had, it'd be repetition. It'd be a refresher. Since you haven't, I usually find there's a couple people that have done it. Write down the 3 tools of communication. We're going to wrap it up. Write down words. Okay, write down words on line 3 there. By the way, if you want to put it down there by notes, you can do that. And if you're using a bonus piece of paper, you can put it on your bonus. Whatever you want to do. Write down, now what's another tool of communication other than what we say? Who's heard about body language before? Awesome. Okay, good. You know, if someone is really achieving a certain level of success, happy and feeling really good and on a roll, we can oftentimes tell by the way you are sitting. Can we?
Yes.
By the way, I want you to sit the way you're sitting if you felt totally depressed. A couple of you in this room did not move. I'm just playing. But you know what I'm talking about. I don't know. They just still got a little bit of that defeat. And by the way, sit the way you're sitting if you felt unstoppable and on a roll in your life and your business. The way you sit, there you go. A couple of you just tweaked it a little bit. Some of you, boy, look at that. Good physiology. Body language. Awesome. Good job. Okay, everybody say good job.
Good job.
Okay, good. You know, it's amazing what the body language will do now. So we got words and body language. The one in the middle I want you to put always comes out last. So I share this last. Most people stumble around, but there was one sharp student that said how you say it. Who said that over? Okay, high five to this guy. What is your name, sir? Mark. Everybody say, go Mark.
Go, Mark.
Mark said,